I'm assuming you're the next one. I think so. It was a bit hazy, the regeneration process. Ooh, cleavage. What? So I'm going to turn into a woman, and you don't even remember? Basically, yeah, I'm a woman now. Yeah. Hold me, kiss me, make me.
Do you two want to be alone?
Oh, great. Granddad's awake.
Where's Bill?
If I told you, you would get very angry. So? She's right behind you! Oh, that was a right wee laugh there.
I'm Nardole! Please remember that I still have permission to kick your ass.
Well, I guess you have to go downstairs and find it.
I'm Nardole!
I think Hazran likes you.
Well, she's only human.
Yes, and you're...
I'm Nardole!
I love it when you say that. Heather. Bill? Am I dead? Does that feel dead to you? No. Come with me. Okay.
Hello?
Who's there?
I'm the doctor.
No. You may be a doctor, but I am the doctor. The original, you might say. And I have come back. Yes. Yes, I have come back.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Nick here. Welcome to my review of Doctor Who Series 10, Episode 12, The Doctor Falls. And I'm a little worn out because I've been a bit rushed. Apologies for any sounds outside. There's an aeroplane going past at the moment. I live near Stansted Airport. So, yeah, apologies for the sound, but it's July. It's hot. So we've got to have the window open. Okay, for this episode, wow. It's just a bit of a masterpiece, really. It's not the most perfect thing in the world, but it's still pretty brilliant. We see, again, it's a bit of a non-linear story at the start, as there are kids taken to this farm on floor 507. I knew it was going to be important. And there's some scarecrows where that were the Mondasian Cybermen. They've been coming up. And one day this little girl called Alit, or Alit, I can't pronounce it properly, finds Bill, the Doctor, Nardole, Missy and the Master, who have just flown up in a shuttle. We then see, well, it's the Doctor and Bill at first, and then we see what happened leading up to that, and then the Master, Missy and Nardole appear. So in the bits leading up to that, we see that the Doctor was attacked by the Master, or tried to attack him, or something, and Missy hit him with her umbrella, but the Doctor managed to type a few things into the computer, changing the Cybermen's definition of humans from 1 heart to 2, whilst Nardole found a way for them to escape. Bill helps the Doctor escape, but he's electrocuted by a Cyberman. which will begin the regeneration process. We see his hand glow yellow at one point before he is shot by the Cybermen a little later on. So, yep, electric shock, the cause of regeneration to begin with. Once they get up there, Bill's trying to fight the Cyber hive mind, and she pictures herself as herself normally, but everyone else sees her as the Cyberman. And it's been 2 weeks since they arrived, and they get ready to battle the Cybermen who are on their way up. They do fight. They're able to fight off a few Cybermen, and they're able to get the kids to safety. Nardole takes them to safety. Meanwhile, the Master and Missy attempt to go down and get the Master's TARDIS before shooting each other in the back. Yet Missy stabs the Master so that she can fight with the Doctor. Stand with him, I should say, because that's what he wanted. There was a great bit where he had to go at them for trying to run off. Then the Master shoots her with his laser screwdriver. Nice little touch. And he escapes. Missy seems to have died. I'm guessing the Master will generate into Missy when he gets back to the TARDIS. His TARDIS. Of course, the Master set it for the full blast so that she won't be able to regenerate. However, Missy is the Master. So anything's possible. She could, or he could, always come back in a later series. And to be honest, the Master wouldn't be that careless. Remember last week? Missy just did it so he would regenerate. He did it so she couldn't. So, yeah. Carelessness. Exact opposite of what they were saying last week. I'm sure she'll escape somehow. The Master will come back and say, "Ooh, I escaped!" That's what Moffat was doing with Missy, and that's what the 80s Masters did, and maybe some of the 70s ones. Master stories. Then the Doctor makes his final stand. This is a really cool sequence. It's just the Doctor going around destroying the Cybermen, defending the solar farm, even though they're going up to the next one. He's just trying to get rid of them, the Cybermen, and blows them up. Just have some really great moments for him and for the other characters when he talks to them earlier on. And Bill sticks around. Strangely, the pilot, water girl Heather, pops up to save Bill and stop her from becoming, save her from being a Cyberman. Well, not save her, just bring her back to life, not as a Cyberman. It seems a little forced to begin with, but once you get further into it and then rewatch it, it makes a bit more sense. Nice to see Heather back, even if it felt a little forced at first, but it kind of makes sense. And someone's playing an alarm with what sounds like a musical instrument. Thank you. Don't do that again. Thank you. Yeah, it's quite a nice scene. And then the Doctor, he had been shot by this point by the Cybermen twice by what looks like to be in the hearts, and then maybe more than twice. And then he blows himself up with the Cybermen. So he'll be wanting to regenerate. The Doctor does not want to regenerate. He's had enough. He does not want to become another person. He can't go through it again. This is, well, I guess as they've done the last regeneration story and then gets the new lives, I guess this is the new story to go down. But yeah, and the Doctor seems very determined not to regenerate. And then we get a brilliant scene. If you hadn't read the article earlier, which I hadn't, so this was great to have at this end. David Bradley as the first Doctor popping up. Now, the first Doctor was, of course, William Hartnell, but David Bradley played William Hartnell and subsequently the first Doctor in An Adventure in Space and Time. So he's been brought back to do this. Yay! this is a great episode, and I liked the child actors. Well, at least Alit. The others were just there. Probably had a fun time on set. But Alit was a great one, great character, and Hazran was great as well. Kind of the leader of the group, looking after the children at the farmhouse. She was great. So yeah, this is a great episode, and there's great characters. Doc is brilliant. Bill's great. Cyberbill is brilliant. Oh yeah, there's this really cool scene where Cyberbill, Master, Missy and the Doctor destroy Cyberman coming out of the lift when they find it. The Sonic's, I think, was green. I guess it was on the green setting. If it was in blue, it's strange it's on green. The laser screwdriver, it's supposed to be gold, but at some points it's green. Like in this bit. Missy's got a sonic umbrella, like in last week. That shoots purple laser, and Bill's one was yellow. Okay, that's the typical Cybermen. Strangely, the Cybermen have the laser coming out of their light dome. I guess it gives the light a use, as opposed to just a light on the top of the Cyberman's helmet. In the 10th planet, they had these big chest ones. Hang on, if I get the figure out. They had these weapon things here that they used, but I don't think they had it in this story, so they used the lights. The lamps. So, yeah. And to be honest, despite looking pretty naff, these types of Cybermen are actually quite scary in a contextual way. I mean, if you look at him, it doesn't look very scary, but it's got the fleshy hands, and there's signs of human life, human mixed with cybernetics, whilst later models were predominantly mechanics, and when you get to the new series, it's completely metal apart from the brain, which some people, like my mum, think is better than the Men in Silver jumpsuits, but other people prefer the Men in Silver jumpsuits to the new ones. So it's kind of depends who you ask. These ones are Matthew Moore's. These are the ones that became in the Universals video he did on top 5 scariest monsters. These were number 1, the Mondasian Cybermen. Or these Cybermen, but mainly because of the Mondasian ones, because they're partially human. I haven't heard the Big Finish ones, but he put those down for mainly the reasons. Partly for spare parts, partly for Silver Turk, and partly for 10th Planet, which is a TV story, and now also Well Enough in Time in the Doctor Falls. Probably goes on that list. Even, and no, I don't think it retcons spare parts. I think it's just it's the Cybermen on the ship, not the Cybermen on the planet. Maybe there's some people from on the ship that were aware of it going on Mondas, so they decided to do it on the ship as a means to help. And that's just after the Masters rule over there. Maybe it was the Prime Minister there as well. Well, he did mention wearing disguises in order to avoid being recognised as someone's former Prime Minister. No, I'm not wearing a mask. So, all in all, The Doctor Falls now, that was a brilliant finale. Probably the best finale since The Big Bang. Probably the second best overall of the new series since Parting of the Ways, because Parting of the Ways is always going to be my favourite finale, even if Bad Wolf's not my favourite penultimate episode. Bad Wolf Parting of the Ways is my favourite finale story, and Parting of the Ways is my favourite finale episode, final episode. Say my favourite penultimate episode is Death in Heaven. However, Hellbent is probably the worst individual episode of finale. But as a story together, not Doctor William Wardrobe, that's a Christmas special. Wedding of River Song is probably the weakest, but Hellbent can't be that far down, even if Heaven Sent supporting it. Whoops. Yeah, best and worst. So, yeah, this is a great one. I would say Well Enough in Time in the Doctor Falls is the second best two-part second best finale story. So I'm going to give The Doctor Falls a 10 out of 10. It's not the best episode, but it's still a fantastic one, and certainly one of the best new series, at least in the terms of finales. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to Christmas even more now, because David Bradley as the first Doctor. Yeah. And who knows, maybe this will be the best Christmas special, or one of the best ones. Return of Doctor Mysterio was a surprise for most people. They thought it was going to be terrible. It actually turned out to be pretty good for most people. Not everyone, but most people. And goodness, Series 10 was even better, because people who probably didn't like Doctor Mysterio, but did like Series 7, it's probably been 10, it's been a refreshing change. And if you've seen my Facebook, I put a Series 10 ranking, including Return of Doctor Mysterio, up to The Doctor Falls. However, I will not be doing a video one until after I've seen the Christmas special, so we can count both Christmas specials as well as the series, because they kind of count. But you go on my Facebook, you can see what I think of the episodes up to this point. The series 10 episodes and the first Christmas special of the year. Of the series, Return of Doctor Mysterio. But I'll do a video one after Christmas, and maybe there'll be some changes. At the moment, this one's number 2 off that list. But yeah, like I said, it could be some changes. I've already changed the scores around for 2 episodes. Live the Land was when I filmed it, it was a 9, and then I lowered it to 8 during editing and quickly filmed a new shot. And now I will give it a 7. And Knock Knock, I gave it a 9, I think, and now I will give it an 8. So yeah, some things could change. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Next review, today is Tuesday the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to the United States of America. Independence Day. Have a good day. Forgot to mention at the start, that's why I'm wearing this top. Couldn't find my USA flag one, and my Brooklyn one's too short. So yeah, and so today I saw Despicable Me 3 at the cinema. I'll be reviewing that soon. Looking forward. Well, not looking forward. I had a great time watching it. So look forward to that review. And also there will be a Spider-Man Homecoming review, because I'm hoping to see that soon. Maybe at the weekend, because my sister wants to see it. So there'll be a Spider-Man Homecoming review at some point soon. Really looking forward to that one. And I might be able to see Charles III. Fingers crossed. The box seems to have been fixed. UV box. Dad sorted it out, so I might be able to review that soon. So, possible 3 more reviews to come out, and at the end of the month, start of August, I'll be trying to do some Time Agent mini reviews to celebrate Time Agent's 9th anniversary at the end of July, which is this month, at the end of this month. And I love that fan film series. That out of the fan films I've seen, that's probably my favourite series. So yeah, it's fantastic. It's a shame that you didn't get to finish Series 4. But the 3 series and the specials and minisodes and other stuff, some of which you can't see now because Billy Tracy's, I think, privated most of his videos. But the stuff you can see on Jamie Carroll's channel, which is all 3 seasons, the 3 big specials and 1 small special, it's mostly gold. It's all brilliant stuff. And it's a shame you can't see any of the other stuff behind the scenes, extras and spin-offs. Dan's Diary and Dan the Cyborg. They were great. Great stuff there. So if Billy Tracy decides to put these back up, put them back up or unprivate them, then it's worth a look at them when they come back. But in the meantime, you just got 22 great episodes. 22 because I'm including the minisode, Liam's lessons, and the 3 specials. So there'll be, and there's 6 episodes of each series, so 18 plus 3 plus 1. That minisode kind of comes halfway in series 1, and the specials between 1 and 2. So yeah, it's great stuff. I'm rewatching it. I'm up to nearly finished because I started series 3 again. So we'll be finishing soon, hopefully. Series 3, they do get a bit longer. Most of them. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.